With our current weather conditions, it takes a real expert to create landscape that'll thrive. Riedel's Garden Center has the staff with the expertise who know all about the requirements for plants, lawns, and landscapes that'll stand up to our changing weather conditions. With 25 years of hands-on experience, owner Darren Riedel will customize a landscape design and irrigation system to meet your expectations and our climate. It is recommended to protect your lawn using Fertilome products, available at Riedel's Garden Center, an authorized dealer. Call or stop by Riedel's Garden Center today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Wilson, and thanks for joining us today for another episode of Green and Growing. So today I want to talk about how to support pollinators through all 4 seasons that we have here in Kansas. We think about a pollinator garden and our bees and butterflies, and we typically think about, a midsummer to early summer garden when we have lots of our perennials and blooms. And that's wonderful, but we also have to think about flowers in the spring for the early emerging insects and birds that travel through, as well as fall, and then even how to support larvae and eggs during the winter. So you're going to need flowers, whether they're shrubs, trees, or annuals and perennials that bloom all the way from early spring to late fall when our pollinators, insects, and birds are active. So here we have a lot of our early blooming trees and shrubs that support our spring emergence. But you also see a lot of posts and articles about the importance of clover and some of those plants that we typically think about as weeds in our yard, but are really important for bees, moths, butterflies as they're first emerging from winter. And then we can transition into fall and think about a lot of our fall blooming shrubs as well as fall blooming annuals. So we get into the asters and some of our late blooming annuals as well. So cosmos and zinnias that are still producing. We typically don't think about supporting our pollinators during the winter because we don't see them, we don't have things blooming, and they're not active. But a lot of our insects are laying their eggs as well as overwintering as larvae within the leaf litter in our gardens. So it's really important to leave that down on the ground, especially as things start getting warm in late winter and early spring and we're itching to get out in the garden. We want to make sure that we don't disturb those eggs and larvae by cleaning up the leaf litters in our yard too early before we get kind of sustained warmer temperatures. So just when you're thinking about your garden for 4 seasons, don't forget about the pollinators and what they need to have a successful annual cycle as well. Because if we don't have our pollinators, we don't have our fruits, our vegetables, a lot of our foods, as well as flowers and trees producing. So just think about it as you set up your garden, and any of the information we talked about you can find more about at the Ellis County Master Gardeners Facebook page or website, so check it out for more information. Thanks so much.
With our current weather conditions, it takes a real expert to create landscape that'll thrive. Riedel's Garden Center has the staff with the expertise who know all about the requirements for plants, lawns, and landscapes that'll stand up to our changing weather conditions. With 25 years of hands-on experience, owner Darren Riedel will customize a landscape design and irrigation system to meet your expectations and our climate. It is recommended to protect your lawn using Fertilome products, available at Riedel's Garden Center, an authorized dealer. Call or stop by Riedel's Garden Center today.